Om Shanti. Today's Murli essence. Sweet children, you have come to the Father in order to reform your characters. You now have to make your characters divine. Question. Father teaches every 5,000 years when he comes. The unlimited Father comes in Bharat and enters this ordinary body and explains to you children. It is by having this remembrance that the sins of your many births will be cut away, because the Father is the purifier and the Almighty Authority. The batteries of you souls have now become Tamapradhan. They were Satapradhan, and so how can they be made Satapradhan again so that you can return home to your abode of peace and then go to the Satapradhan world? You children have to remember this very well. The Father gives you children this dose. You can stay on this pilgrimage of remembrance as you walk and move around and when you are sitting down. Stay at home with your family and stay as pure as a lotus to whatever extent possible. You have to remember the Father, and together with that, you also have to imbibe divine virtues because people of the world have devilish characters. You children have come here in order to make your characters divine. The characters of Lakshmi and Narayan were very sweet. It is they who are praised on the path of devotion. However, no one knows when the path of devotion begins. You have now come to know. You also know when the kingdom of Raven begins. Since you know that you are the children of the ocean of knowledge, the spiritual Father, you children have to keep all of this knowledge in your intellects. The spiritual Father now comes to teach you. You also know that that Father is not ordinary. He is the spiritual Father and he has come to teach you. He constantly resides in the world of Brahm, whereas everyone's physical father resides here. You children have to have the firm faith that the Supreme Father, you have now come to know that there is this knowledge, devotion, and then disinterest. These are the three main things. Sannyasis also know about knowledge, devotion, and disinterest, but the disinterest of sannyasis is limited. They cannot teach unlimited disinterest. There are two types of disinterest. One is limited and the other is unlimited. One is the disinterest of the Hatha Yogi Sannyasis and the other is unlimited disinterest. Yours is Raja Yoga, whereas they are called sannyasis who renounce their homes and businesses and go and live in forests. Those Hatha yogis renounce their homes and businesses in order to remain pure. That too is good. The father says, Bharat used to be very pure. There is no other land as pure as this one was. The praise of Bharat is very elevated. The people of Bharat do not know this themselves. Because of forgetting the Father, you forgot everything, that is, you became atheists and orphans. There was so much peace and happiness in the Golden Age. Now there is so much peacelessness and sorrow. The supreme region is anyway the land of peace where we souls reside. Souls come down here from their home to play their unlimited parts. This is now the auspicious confluence age, when the unlimited Father comes in order to take you to the new world. The Father comes and makes you the most elevated of all. God is called the highest on high, but no one knows who he is or who should be called God. They keep an image of a large lingam and they believe that that is the incorporeal supreme soul. They do not understand that he is the Father. They have falsely accused him. They have slandered God as well as the deities. They continue to defame everyone. Therefore, the Father now says, this pilgrimage of remembrance is for purifying souls. You have to become pure and go to the pure world. The Father also explains the cycle of 84 births. This is now your final birth and you have to return home. Your bodies will not return home. Only the souls will return. Therefore, sweetest spiritual children, as you sit here, consider yourselves to be souls, not bodies. In other satsangs, you sit in a state of body consciousness. Here the Father says, sit in the state of soul consciousness. Just as I, the ocean of knowledge, have these sanskars, so you children also have to become the same. He also explains the contrast between the unlimited Father and limited fathers. The unlimited Father sits here and explains all of this knowledge to you. Previously you did not know this. He now tells you everything. How the cycle of the world turns and also the beginning, middle and end and the duration of the cycle. On the path of devotion, you were put into immense darkness by being told that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. You have continued Gurus do not even know about the happiness of liberation in life. They only want liberation. They even ask how there can be peace in the world. Sannyasis only know about liberation. They do not know about liberation in life. However, it is the Father who gives the inheritance of both liberation and liberation in life. When you are in the land of liberation in life, everyone else will be in liberation. You children are now taking this knowledge in order to become those. You are the ones who have experienced the most happiness, and you are also the ones who have experienced the most sorrow. You, who belong to the original deity religion, have become those whose actions and religion have become corrupt. You belong to the pure household path. Lakshmi and Narayan belong to the pure household path. To renounce one's home and business is the religion of sannyasis. First, the sannyasis were very good. You too were very good at first. You have now become Tamapradhan. The Father says, this is in the play of the drama. The Father explains, this study is for the new world. According to the drama, every 5,000 years, I have to enter this impure body in the impure world. Neither is the cycle hundreds of thousands of years long, nor am I omnipresent. By saying this, you have simply been defaming me. However, I still come and uplift you a great deal. No one has been defamed as much as Shiv Baba. The Father makes you into the masters of the world, and yet you continue to say that He is omnipresent. When defamation reaches its limit, it is then that I come and uplift you. This is the auspicious, benevolent confluence age when I come to make you pure. I show you such an easy way to become pure. You have been stumbling a great deal on the path of devotion. You used to go and bathe in ponds because you believed that you would become pure by doing that. There is a vast difference between that water and the purifier Father. All of that is the path of devotion, whereas this is the path of knowledge. Human beings are in immense darkness. They are sleeping in the sleep of Kumbhakarna. And it has also been remembered that an intellect that has no love for God at the time of destruction is destroyed. You now have loving intellects number-wise according to your efforts. They have not yet become full of love because Maya makes you forget Him again and again. This is a war with the 5 vices. The 5 vices are called Raven. Raven is portrayed with a donkey's head. Baba has also explained that you never sit with your eyes closed in school. On the path of devotion, people are taught to remember God. They are told to sit with their eyes closed. Here the Father says, this is a school. You have heard that God takes souls beyond with a glance. People say that this one is a magician. Oh, but that has also been remembered, God, the magician. The deities were also taken beyond with a glance. The one who changes humans into deities with a glance is, of course, the magician. The Father sits here and recharges your batteries. So, if you children sit with your eyes closed, what would be said? You do not sit with your eyes closed at school. Otherwise, you would feel lazy. This study is your source of income, an income of hundreds of thousands of millions. You would not yawn whilst earning an income. Here you souls have to be reformed. The image of the aim and objective is in front of you. If you want to see what their kingdom was like, visit the Dilwala temple. That temple is non-living, whereas this temple is the living temple of Dilwala. The deities are portrayed there, and so is heaven. The one who grants It is only by having a divine intellect that you can know the Father, yourself, and the three aspects of time clearly and also imbibe all the powers. A soul with a divine intellect will first of all know the three aspects of time of every thought before saying it or putting it into practice. The past and the future are as clear as the present for that soul. Because those with such divine intellects are knowers of the three aspects of time, they are constantly filled with success. Slogan: only those who imbibe complete purity can experience supreme bliss. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.